Good afternoon and welcome to Dialogue with Deidre. I'm your host, Deidre Malone. I am so excited to have Dr. Sonya Hall in the studio. Exciting news for Memphis. We are so happy when we can be number one in an area. And we're going to talk to Dr. Hall about what's going on with the Memphis FASFA Kickoff. Dr. Sonya Hall, welcome to Dialogue with Deidre.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm so glad to be a part of this discussion. Wonderful effort that's underway in the city of Memphis.
Let's talk about FASFA. We use the abbreviation all the time. Just basic information, what does FASFA stand for?
Thank you for asking. FASFA stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid.
And with that, if you're a college or high school senior, or if you're an adult and you're thinking about going back to college, can you apply for FASFA?
Absolutely. So the Free Application for Federal Student Aid is a gateway application for not only high school students, but any student who is interested in pursuing college or a post-secondary degree. It's also for college students who are currently enrolled who need to apply each year to ensure that their federal standing is secured, and also to ensure that they receive funding through scholarships, loans, etc. During their post-secondary experience.
Now, Dr. Hall, is this based on their income, or how is it determined how much funding they could potentially receive?
Well, the federal, the free application, the FASFA rather, is designed to ensure that calculations are made based on the estimated family contribution that a family can make towards a student's education. So every college across the campus uses the FASFA application as the gauge to determine where a student lies financially in their ability to afford their post-secondary degree. So it requires that not only the student's financial information is included, but also the student's parents' or legal guardian's information is included as well.
Okay, and so good news for Memphis. I know that it's been announced that Memphis is number one, and how did we attain that?
We are very, very, very proud, and thank you so much for just allowing us to share what it's a positive in which Memphis is number one in the state of Tennessee. So the national average is about 48% FASFA applications. Memphis and the state of Tennessee has exceeded that number by 20%. So Memphis and the state of Tennessee have had a success rate of 68% FASFA completion. And that's attributed to a lot of partners, a lot of hard work in making sure that not only are we building awareness about FASFA completion, but we're actually in the trenches making sure that our students and our parents and legal guardians are actually completing those FASFA applications to ensure that our kids access college.
And with Memphis being number one, it's my understanding that also helped Tennessee become number one.
Absolutely. Without the contributions of so many stakeholders in the city of Memphis, the state of Tennessee would not have been able to have such a distinction. So we're very proud of that.
Now talk about what's going to happen on October the 1st.
So to ensure that we maintain that distinction, Graduate Memphis, which is an organization that works to ensure that students stay in college, that they start college, stay in college, and finish college, we are hosting, in conjunction with several partners across the city of Memphis, a FASFA Kickoff. So traditionally, the FASFA application would start in January 1. They have moved, the federal government moved that deadline or that start date up to October 1 to align with a lot of colleges and universities' admission processes. So the FASFA application process now will begin on October 1. We are hosting a couple of workshops, one on October 1 from 1:30 to 4:30, October 7th from 1:30 to 4:30, to make sure that our students here in the city of Memphis and Shelby County have an opportunity to complete that application once it opens up to the general public.
Now, Dr. Hall, Are you telling individuals that they can just come to the workshop, or do they need to sign up to? Is there limited seating for the workshops?
Well, absolutely. We're going to be there from 1:30 to 4:30 in the Benjamin Hooks Library located at 3030 Poplar Avenue. And so we have 2 computer labs designed to ensure that we can accommodate the space. We'd love for the general public to let us know, but we will accept walk-in. So either way will be fine. We want to make sure that we at least bring that attention to our parents and students.
Now, is there a set amount of information or paperwork
Absolutely.
that parents need to bring or students need to bring?
We're so glad you asked that. So the first step in ensuring that you complete the FASFA application is to, 1, make sure that you have your FSA ID, your Federal Student Application ID. And if you don't have that, you need to Google FSA ID on the web, and there will be instructions to walk you through how to obtain that FSA ID. So we absolutely need you to have that in advance of your visit to us on the 1st and the 7th. If you already have it, then we ask that you just come on the 7th and the 1st and the 7th. But if you don't, we ask that you try to obtain that before, because if you come on the day of without it, then there may be a slight delay in getting your FAFSA completed, because it will take time for your FSA ID to be assigned.
Now, if there are organizations or churches that, because we're kicking off October 1st, you still have time to work on your FAFSA. Are
Absolutely.
you looking to work with organizations to help get that word out?
The success of any effort heavily relies on volunteers. And so for that date, October 1 and October 7, we desperately need folks that have just a genuine interest in helping our community, because we need people to serve as greeters, to welcome our students, to assist us with ensuring that the flow of the logistics works properly. If you are a parent who's probably helped students in the past or helped your own students in the past, and you're just wanting to help, our collective community meet this goal, then we definitely need you as well. And as far as church groups, civic groups, sororities, and fraternities, we need your help at these workshops. But also, if there are a lot of organizations that truly reach out into the community. So in addition to our workshops, we invite you to host some in the same vein to ensure that our students are getting the information completed.
Now, parents, we want you to know that I know you're going to go to church on Sunday.
Absolutely.
And you're going to be a little hungry after service, but that's okay. This is important to your child,
Yes.
right? It's important to your child's education. If you do not know how to fill out the application, it would be in your best interest and your child's best interest to go to this workshop
Yes.
on Sunday and learn, and then you have another opportunity on October the
Absolutely.
7th to go out.
Yes.
And if anyone wants to reach out, Dr. Hall, to Graduate Memphis to learn more,
Absolutely.
how do they reach out?
Our email address is gminfo@leadershipmemphis.org, or they can call us 901-415-2774. And if they just want to make a personal visit in advance of the workshops, they are welcome to come and see us at the College Resource Center located in the Benjamin Hooks Library, 3030 Poplar Avenue. We have several education advisors and a team of staff members that are more than willing to assist you with making sure that your child gets their FAFSA completed for the 18-19 academic year.
Dr. Hall, before you get out of here, I want people to know what Graduate Memphis actually does.
Well, Graduate Memphis has been around in the city of Memphis for about 5 years. We started out as a college resource center specifically designed to assist adult learners, to ensure that adult learners who may be considering returning to school have all of the tools and resources they need to ensure that they can go back successfully. So we provide those services from the point of inquiry through matriculation, as well as completing college. We help students identify resources, the appropriate college, help you with identifying your career interests. We've expanded that role into the traditional setting of students into, as it relates to FAFSA completion, college tours, and job shadowing. So we do a little bit of all to ensure that our post-secondary attainment is satisfied within the city of Memphis and Shelby County.
Dr. Sonya Hall, thank you
Thank
so
you so much
for coming on Dialogue with Deidre, and you are welcome to come back at any time. We so appreciate the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
And thank you for keeping us number one.
Absolutely.
Filling out those FASFA forms.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Anytime. You're watching Dialogue with Deidre. We'll be back in a moment, and we're going to talk about the leadership shift at Shelby County Schools. And then we're going to talk about fragrant files. When we come back, you're watching Dialogue with Deidre.
My mom is stronger than anyone I've ever known. Growing up when life got hard, her strength helped pull us through. Even after her heart failure diagnosis, she remains stronger than ever.
My family's support keeps me strong. Together, we're rising above heart failure.
Heart failure doesn't have to steal your strength. For simple steps you can take to help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
For centuries, the hopes, dreams, and promise of this great nation
has been shaped by the African American experience.
Now comes a museum to honor this legacy.
And finally tell their story. Tell all our stories.
Story of courage.
A story of achievement.
The story of a great American people continues. Help us make sure it's heard.
Hi, I'm Venus Williams. You know, I heard recently that the two main reasons for not getting an annual mammogram are limited access and fear. I know that there are low cost and even free screenings at some hospitals and clinics, and I've even heard of mobile mammogram units in some areas. Talk about service. Look, I know getting a screening is not as exciting as shopping, but life is for living. So take the first step to breast health. Get the mammogram. For more information, please visit breastcancerawareness.com.
Did you know that hypertension is a universal risk factor for heart disease and stroke, the leading causes of death and disability in the United States? You can reduce your risk by remembering 3 words: check, change, control. The American Heart Association wants you to take control of your heart health with the help of the Check, Change, Control program, a free online health management tool available at heart360.org. It's free, it's easy, and it's up to you to take control of your heart health. Find out more at heart360.org.
Dialogue with Deidre. I am so glad that Dr. Hall was able to come into the studio today and talk a little bit about the FASFA, and that FASFA Memphis is kicking off on October 1st. Now, one thing that she asked me to mention is it is so important that parents understand, parents of those graduating seniors, that you have to fill out the paperwork. Your senior can't do it without you. And so it's important that you know that. It's important that you go with your child and that you have the proper paperwork so you can fill out the FASFA application. So free money. Who doesn't want free money to pay for their education? If you're serious about going to college and obtaining a degree and having resources to make that happen, then it doesn't hurt to fill out that FAFSA form, and you too can have an opportunity to have federal funds to pay for college. So FAFSA Kickoff Memphis starts on this weekend, Sunday, at the Ben Hooks Library from 1:30 to 4. And if you are interested, please go out. Transitioning, we're going to talk about education and the fact that I am so proud of these two young ladies. Shelby County Commissioner Shantae Avant and Shelby County Commissioner Stephanie Love. There they are pictured. That is the new leadership team for the Shelby County Board of Education Commission. Commissioner Avant is the new chair, and the new vice chair is Stephanie Love. We are so proud of them. They are hard workers. They are very involved in the schools that are in their districts, but of course across Shelby County's district. But I know how hard they work in the district and how much they care about the children that attend Shelby County schools. So I am looking forward to their leadership, their great leadership, and doing great things hand in hand with Superintendent Dorsey Hobson. So kudos to Chair Shantae Avant and Vice Chair Stephanie Love. Congratulations, ladies. Well, if you watch the news at all, you saw that there were 4 African American basketball coaches that are in a little hot water. I'm going to look for a story on them, Eddie, and try and remember what their names are. It's NCAA, right? Do we know what the guys' names are? Yeah, did Patino get fired? I was reading that he could potentially get fired. I know that I think it was his assistant athletic director was fired as well. And so with that, let's see. Huh? Yeah, here's another basketball scandal. NCAA basketball scandal. Okay, is he leaving? Okay, while they do the investigation. Well, all I know is there's a Coach Calipari, when he was in Memphis, story about a guy who wrote a book called Fragrant Fouls, and we had Reverend Stephen Sain on our show, and the link to that interview is on the M1 TV Network Facebook page as well as the Dialogue with Deidre Facebook page. And he talks about how when his nephew was at the University of Memphis, and how as one of the guardians for his nephew, how some of the assistant coaches and Coach Calipari approached him and offered him money and to make sure that his nephew attended the University of Memphis, and then paid him, continued to give him money while his nephew played for the University of Memphis. So in looking at the fact that you had the 4 African American coaches, major schools that are now potentially going to lose their jobs if they haven't lost their jobs, in trouble. It's not just African American coaches that have these issues. White coaches have these issues too. And, you know, I'm a firm believer, I don't know about you, but I'm a firm believer in you shouldn't have to entice them, but if they are college athletes, that they should be paid anyway. They make so much money for the university, millions of dollars. And so I know that a lot of them are getting free rides in terms of their college education, but being able to also have some type of salary stipend, I think is important for college athletes. And I don't know if that's happening. I know that at one point there was talk of maybe that taking place, but if it's not taking place, it should. So those are just my thoughts on that issue. Let me transition real quick to some little news about the NAACP Memphis branch. Excited that the month of October, we are starting our membership drive with the membership laydown at our general membership meeting, which is going to be on October the 22nd at 4 o'clock at Mount Olive Cathedral CME Church. But before that, if you just want to have a good time and get to know some of the members of the NAACP, if you're not a member, you need to come join. We're going to have our Centennial Blowout, which is a cookout and street party right there in front of our headquarters on Vance Avenue, 588 Vance Avenue. And that's going to take place October the 21st from noon until 4 o'clock. So if you want to come and just have a good time and talk about your experience with the NAACP, sign up and join one of our committees to continue the advocacy work that we do so well, then we invite you out to the Centennial Blowout Block Party. It is our last Centennial event of the year. This branch is 100 years old, and so we've been celebrating that historic achievement all year. So come out and join us. I want to thank you for watching Dialogue with Deidre on the M1 TV network. If you are interested in being an advertiser on our network, go to our website, m1tvnetwork.com, and download the media kit. We'd love to have you as an advertiser on our network. We'd love to, if you're interested in doing a show, you can reach out to me at Deidre@DeidreMalone.com, and the staff, we will evaluate your show request, and if it meets our guidelines and we feel comfortable, we'd welcome you to have a show on the network. So if you're interested, just reach out and let us know. But we'd love to have your business on our network. So reach out to me after looking at that media kit and let us know if there's an interest. Thank you so much for watching the M1 TV network and Dialogue with Deidre. We will be back on Monday, and we hope that you have a great rest of your week. Last thing, Eddie, I didn't send you a picture of my baby boy to put on the screen. Yeah, and so his name is Brian Malone. You've seen him. He's been on a commercial on the network with me, sitting right next to me, Eddie. We've seen that commercial 1,000 times, right? Well, on this Saturday, my baby boy is getting married. And I am so excited to finally have a daughter in my family. I mean, house full of men, what can I say? So I am welcoming, and Pat and I are welcoming Brittany officially to the family on Saturday. So I am thrilled that they're getting married this weekend, and an exciting time, and I'm so happy for them and happy for my baby boy. So he's getting a gem, and Brittany, let me just say,
I'm Deidre Malone,
you're getting a
President
gem as
and CEO
well.
of the Cardinal
So
Malone
God
Group.
bless you both, and I'm going to ask my viewers to say a few prayers for him, because I can tell you marriage is the toughest job you will ever have, right, Doc?
Why is that important?
There he is. That's Brian. So thank you so much for watching our network, and thank you so much for watching our show. We will be back on Monday. If it's Monday, then it is the Dialogue with Deidre show, right here at noon on the M1 TV network. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.